Hey, I'm Chris Ralph, the professional prospector, and today I'm out in the woods looking for some gold. Got my SDC 2300 and I'll be out exploring some old diggings. Now you can look behind me here. This is actually an old area that was worked for gold. It's an old, what they call a ground sluice operation, where they used low pressure water and washed away the surface gravels and put the surface gravels into a sluice box. Now, the old timers, they did actually a very good job of getting the gold, but they didn't get 100%. And although I've never actually detected here before, I've detected near here and gotten some decent gold. So I'm gonna give this a try and see if the old timers left any surprises behind. I'm gonna see if the old timers left any surprises behind for me. So I'll bring you back in when I'm making a find and we'll take a look at it and see what we got. So this may not be that long a video. The problem with this is that the forest is really thick, okay? There's not a lot of trash targets, which is good. You know, I always tell people, if you're gonna detect for gold, get used to digging trash. And as a general rule, that's true. You're gonna be digging a lot of trash. But every once in a while, you may get into some spots where there's not a lot of trash and you may dig even more gold than trash. That's a real rarity, okay? That's not the normal. That's unusual. Well, I'm into a spot that's pretty unusual, and I've already gotten a nice half-gram nugget, and I will show you that in a second. But I already started out nice, and then I've got another target that's only a couple feet away. And like I say, there's hardly any trash here, and the second target sounds really good. So I'm gonna bring you in, and you won't be able to see much other than just the spot where I'm digging, simply because there's no place to put the camera. You know, I put the camera someplace and you'll be behind a tree and you'll be hearing me say, yeah, look at this. You know, so that's not really particularly useful. So I'm gonna get the camera in a spot where I can kind of zoom in on the hole and you won't be able to see all of me, and I'll be kind of digging from over a big rock just because there's just not a lot of space. It's a very overgrown forest. I think it was clear cut years ago. It actually was mined many years ago, then clear cut, and then everything has just grown back, and it's just super thick, and I had to hunt around just to find a space like this so that I could talk to you guys. But I will show you my half-gram nugget, and these days with gold at over $60 a gram, a half-gram nugget is a pretty nice thing. And then my second target here is at least as big. It may be more pushing a gram. So we'll see when we dig it out. But I'm real optimistic that this next target is gold. So let's have at it and we'll see. Okay, here's the target. You see, it has a kind of a crisp sound. A lot of times iron will make kind of a warbly sound and you'll hear, whoa, and this is just a one, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Okay, so I'm gonna dig this out now. See what we got. I have no idea. This could well be a piece of trash. But I don't think so, because just a little bit away, I dug a nice nugget. So I'm hoping, I'm real optimistic that this is a piece of gold. All right, taking off some of the surface stuff. Let's see if it's still in there. Nope, I got it. Okay. Well, this may not be as big a nugget as the first one, but it's all gold, so. And you know, when I tell you that things are tight and I can't hardly get in here, Okay. Okay, it's finally in the scoop. Yeah, I'm thinking this one is smaller. Okay, still in the scoop. Still in the scoop. Still in the scoop. Okay, it's in my hand. Is that it? Nope. How about that? Nope. In the scoop. Yep, it's a little nugget. A little smaller than the last one. Maybe 1/4 of a gram. Hope you can see that. And I'll give you a close-up later, but it's gold. So I found 2 nuggets within about 10 feet of each other. That means this is a good spot and I want to continue looking here. So I'll keep the camera and hopefully we'll find some more gold. Okay, so here's a good lesson that has to do with trash. A lot of guys who get detectors and get out, they get discouraged and they kind of give up. Now, I told you earlier in the video that there hasn't been a lot of trash out here. Now, there's never, you know, an old-timer diggings that's trash free. You know, that those guys just, I mean, literally when they had trash, they went fling and there went the trash, problem solved, right? Or, you know, sometimes even if they were conscientious, they would just have a dump pile they'd throw all their trash in. But still, trash would get spread out all over the place. Now look, only a few feet away over here, I gotten 2 nuggets. And now, I haven't got a loud target in a long time, but you can hear that that's just a whoa, whoa. This is the kind of target that most guys go around the forest or the desert, and they don't hear the little woo, woo targets like I just dug that was a nugget. They hear these. And they say, oh, there's a target. And indeed, there is a target there. But I'm betting it's trash. Now, because I found nuggets right next to this, I would be crazy to walk away from this. This could be a big nugget. I mean, seriously, this kind of huge target, odds are it's trash. But because I found gold right next to it, there's no question, there's no argument. It's got to be dug. Honestly, this target, it sounds off like it's 10 inches in diameter. It's huge, which again, you know, pushes the odds to the trash side of things. But it's got to come out of the ground. I've got to dig this because I dug gold right by it. Okay? So, let's see what this is. Old tin can, maybe? No way to know until we get it out of the ground. So far I don't see anything, but nothing really sticking to my pick. Okay, looks like I got it out of the hole. Okay, I seen it while digging it, and that explains why it seemed to be about 10 inches long. It's a big long piece of wire. This area has been extensively logged, and loggers leave some steel trash around, and who knows, this could be left by the early day miners. But in any case, our huge target, the screaming target, was a piece of trash. Well, I continued going around here, and I dug more targets, and I started getting more trash. You know, it was an optical illusion that the first two targets I dug were gold, because all the rest of them I dug after that were trash. It's just how it is. One of them I dug, man, it sounded really good. It looks like it's some kind of watch fob. I'll show it to you in a minute, but because that was non-ferrous and of decent size, it sounded great. I thought I had a real killer nugget.
So here's my finds that I said I'd show you. You can see well, actually I didn't find the nickel, that's just there for scale. But my two nuggets, the smaller one is the one I dug on camera, the larger one I dug just before that. Now, the smaller one actually sounded much louder. The larger piece was down a few inches, and the smaller piece must have been right on the surface or very close to it, because it sounded off much louder than the bigger piece. Normally, if they were at the same depth, of course, the bigger piece would sound louder. Now, I also have here the watch fob that I found that, like I say, I thought that was something really nice, maybe a quarter or a half-ounce nugget. And you can see the old watch fob actually was probably originally gold-plated. You can see on the middle piece there that there's just a little bit left of the gold plating that hasn't been removed by a tarnishing by sitting in the ground for 150 years. But it was a great find, and I enjoyed the day and got some nice gold.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and head off back home now. It's been a great day. Got a couple of nuggets of gold. Had a great time out in the woods. Actually gathered a little firewood to keep myself warm in the winter. All in all, a great day. So I hope you get out and find some gold and have some success with your prospecting. I've got a lot of videos that'll teach you how to do success in prospecting and how to find gold. But I also wrote a book about it, and my book it's like an encyclopedia, and I'll tell you a little bit more about my book right now. So let me tell you a little bit more about my book. It's called Fistful of Gold, and I wrote it because I want you to be able to go out and find for yourself Fistful of Gold. And you can see that it's an encyclopedia with all kinds of information, pictures, and that sort of thing. It's not in color, but color would have cost me a lot more to have printed, and so the book would have cost a lot more. It's for sale on Amazon, and you can pick it up. I'll put a link in the description below. I also serve as the editor for a prospecting magazine. It's ICMJ's Prospecting and Mining Journal. And honestly, you should check that out. We got stories and information, legal stuff, everything you know to increase your skills as a prospector. I write articles in this every month, and a lot of other very experienced prospectors contribute to the magazine as well. So check the magazine out. Also, I have a website, and the website is at NevadaOutbackGems.com. I'll put a link for it in the description below, but there's gobs of information there that you will find useful in your prospecting efforts. Finally, I want to say that I really appreciate your comments and thoughts, and even positive criticism. Don't come on there and just toss out insults, because I'll just delete your comments. But if you've got helpful things to say and questions to ask, do write and put those in the comments, because I answer my comments to people, and you'll hear from me in responding to you. So if you've enjoyed this video and you like what you see and you're interested in finding out more, well then sign up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so they'll let you know when I post new videos. And like it and share it if, again, you see stuff that you really are excited about. And I'll be coming out with lots more new videos, and so we'll see you again real soon.